Streaming.
Oh wait, I need to turn up the pep. Okay, turn up the pep.
Turn up the pep, because you're leading this thing, baby girl.
Oh, awesome! Of course I'm leading it.
I did split up Madame Sybil's post
Thank
between
you.
Tet
I
and
saw that, and I was immediately intimidated and went, no. I mean,
yeah, no. That's why.
Sybil, but
That's why
no.
Oh yeah, and she's great with giving the updates, but that's why it kind of goes a little weird order. That way it's split up and everything.
All right.
So we got you, girl.
Awesome.
All right, and I just saw on the live page that we are live, so we are good.
Yeah,
so Aludra went.
If at any point you need me to be you, Tet, or McCullough, or Aludra, just let me know, and I'll do my best.
Ben, we've gone through this, man. You're a dude.
It's okay. I have done boy drag. You can do girl drag. We're fine.
Yeah, but we've still gone through it. Ben can't be me because he's a dude. Our entire first Battle Pets, that's pretty much the sum.
It was the theme.
Entire thing.
Yep. All right, all yours, Aludra.
All right, let me turn this off, turn this down, because I know my husband's going to text me during the show.
Good, of course.
And all right, so hi everyone. In 5, 4, 3, 2. On this episode of the AIE Podcast,
you can be a writer for the AIE Guild community.
Garrison invasions and geosynchronous world spinners. Oh my.
Money Badger Collation is a go!
Are we sure that's not Honey Badger? Oh yeah, it's Money Badger. May the 4th be with you.
And we have Ben the Mage, the healer, here to join us in the shenanigans.
All that and more coming up right now.
Yep, wrong theme. I'll fix it in post.
Bringing you the latest news from the AIE gaming community from planet Earth and beyond. This is the AIE Podcast.
Welcome to episode number 253. You did not miss here. We've been doing it that long. 253 of the podcast, celebrating the Alea Iacta S gaming community. The die has been podcast. Bin, not Ben. This is Aludra.
Blame the template.
Yeah, I'm blaming the template, the one I wrote. Hi, I'm Aludra. I think you're awesome, and to my left is Michaela. We're talking left, guys.
Left. Right, so hey guys, there's an olive oil lemon cake and apple crumb bars in the guild kitchen because, in case you haven't noticed, I've not been on the podcast for a few weeks, and I missed you guys terribly.
And right there cleaning over the mess in the kitchen, we have Tetsene.
Even my spreadsheets have spreadsheets.
And this week, we are joined by a special guest, Ben the Mage. So if you're tuning in, no, this isn't Battle Pets. Ben is here on purpose. I did not kidnap him. I do not want the hate mail. Ben is here of his own free will. Ben.
Totally kidnapped him.
Why are my hands tied up if you didn't kidnap?
You typed
Let's talk
on your
nevermore.
own. You typed and clicked on your own.
You put them in a Chinese finger trap. You tied them up. I can't get out of my chair. I don't know what's going on here.
You know, what you and Nevermore do in your own personal time is between the two of you.
Yeah, really, I have no comment for any of that. I genuinely don't. So
right,
we are going to...
We've gone into AIE After Dark already? Jeez.
Yeah,
It's 2 minutes of the podcast.
By me. I am the record holder and maker. So, we're here to talk to Ben about anything WoW related, and yes, guys, that can include Battle Pets, and no, it will not be the After Dark show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here, and I gotta say, talking to some of my best friends on a podcast is kind of a fun thing to do. I highly recommend it.
Oh,
Except for when you're
always
tied
a good
up,
time.
and finger trapped, and toe trapped, and whatever else you're driving that.
I've got the boot.
Ooh, no one wants to.
Okay, well, we're
Except
gonna
for me.
figure
I
out
like
what that
boots.
means. We're gonna figure out what that means in a little bit, but let's see what everybody's been up to. Michaela, you've been MIA. Where have you been MIAing?
Well, I had my goddaughter's wedding a few weeks ago in West Virginia, which was an interesting experience. But the great thing is, it was a geek wedding.
Nice.
So, right. So there were amazing things like the front table had lightsabers as decorations. And there was a lightsaber duel with the kids and a wand fight. And the cake looked like Smaug. And my goddaughter did backstab the cake because they had a dagger as the cake cutter.
Now, guys, that is the dragon, not that stuff hovering over LA.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so they had wands and lightsabers?
Yeah, well, because, so the theme was just geek.
Well,
So we
no.
had, like, the...
It brings up the question of, could a lightsaber actually deflect a wand? Like, a spell being cast.
It was used.
We're going to have to check with the Hordling because she and one of my best friend's stepsons proceeded to have a number of duels, and I'm not sure if that one came up.
Okay.
It did.
Oh, it did? Okay, good.
Yes.
So it was a great time, a lot of work, but that's where a lot of my energy's been. And then after that, during our next show was supposed to be some stupid person who didn't work opening weekend at the theater because she was in West Virginia ended up working at the theater that weekend. And in case you guys haven't noticed or don't know, Ben's lovely lady Nevermore and I do the Phoenix Comic-Con every year, and it's in a month. So we're now stress crafting. So that has been why I have been a bit MIA. But if you're at Phoenix Comic-Con, come look for us. We're Geek Asylum and Cat's Eye Curiosities, and we would love to see as many AIE members as we can at the booth.
They're not
So that's...
Cat's Eye Asylum and Geek
No.
Curiosity, just in case.
You know what-
You guys get confused.
You know what we might be? We're interchangeable. We
Yeah,
we
well-
do share staff and ideas.
Well, Geek Curiosity is those people who are just kind of starting to dabble into the world of geekiness. So.
Yes, they're trying to find their fandom.
That's right.
Yeah, and we've all been there. Well, no, I think we're actually born into it.
True.
Oh, no. I've helped people find their geekdoms.
No, I
In
meant
their life.
us. The four of us were born into it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but we welcome all comers.
We do.
And what
No
games have you
comment.
been into?
Well, I've not had a ton of time for gaming, but I have been dabbling in Star Wars. My adorable little Jedi is only like 16th level, but she's awesome, and I'm playing her lawful good, pretty much. She does the most noble thing every time. There's been a few times where I've accidentally been lippy, but not on purpose.
You can thank BioWare for the dialogue choice saying one thing, going, "Oh yeah, that's what I mean," and then the dialogue coming out of your mouth, and you're going, "No, that's not what I meant."
Yeah, it's like, well, as long as I'm still making the light side choice, but that was way more sarcastic than I wanted her to come off as. And it's also kind of a challenge for me playing lawful good, as we well know. So that's where most of my energy game-wise have been. Still working on a world that a friend of mine are going to eventually write a novel for, so I'm building gods. And
Nice.
so if you're ever on my Pinterest and see a board with a lot of deities on there, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Because, it's me. I have to have a Pinterest board for that.
I have a Pinterest board called Dang It, Heather, I Did Not Want a Food Board.
I will start
Yeah.
sending you recipes.
Honey, it's been there for like a year.
Oh, good. All right. Then I'll really start sending you recipes. And And evidently the other thing I've been doing is causing people to do bad things on Pinterest. But that might be a long-standing thing.
It's quite
Yeah.
long-standing.
Yeah, I make people do bad things. Okay, back to AIE After Dark.
Oh my.
Whoa, whoa, no. We're going to cut that one off right there, nip it in the bud, and figure out what Tetsemi's been up to with his spreadsheets. Tetsemi, how do spreadsheets pertain to your current hobbies?
Mainly Star Wars, so I know which tunes have which crafting stuff, because unlike, and I will keep this positive, unlike other games, I am really enjoying the crafting aspect of Star Wars The Old Republic. I have, as I've said, I'm going through each of the character storylines. There's 8 different characters, and there are 6 professions, so I think kind of picked one profession per character class that kind of went with it. So the mercenaries, the mercenary, wow, really? Bounty hunter is doing the cyber tech. One of my Jedis can make the lightsabers. Another one does my Sith does the clothy armor stuff. My trooper does the armor stuff, that sort of thing. So I kind of broke it out into different classes. But when I level up, I'm like, hold on, I'll
You're
fix that.
Cylon!
Damn it.
I hear that they have a plan.
I hear they've got a pill for that.
Oh, wow.
I know,
That's something
I know.
entirely different then.
See, you guys accuse
All
me
right.
of being inappropriate, and then you do that. Anyways, chat. What are you doing in Star Wars?
All right. Sorry about that. Am I better?
Yes.
You're great, boo.
All right. Okay. Well, I will wrap this up so I won't robot again. So I've been working on. I got 2 tunes to Corellia, which is the last planet before you finish the storyline. And I'm working on the Bounty Hunter on the Imperial side, and I'm working on my Jedi Knight on the Republic side. So basically seeing both sides of the same planet, and it's interesting. Having a lot of fun doing that. And we're raiding as well. We're banging our head against Archimon because, good lord, there's... it's like, here's stage 1, here's stage 1A, here's stage 1B. Okay, now you're on to stage 2. Oh, everyone's dead? Okay. Yeah, it's not a fun fight.
You put the
but
casual in rating.
yeah,
We'd like a little more of the friends and family in rating, too.
yeah. Can we bring back Wrath, Friends and Family rating? All right, that's enough of
Please?
that. But that's what I've been up to. Mainly Star Wars, playing a little bit of WoW, raiding, and doing some other stuff. So, but Aludra, what have you been up to?
Oh, man, you guys, what haven't I been up to? No, actually, I haven't been up to a lot. So I've got this Alliance side tune, and I'm gearing her up, and I got her done with step 1 in the ring quest, which is pretty cool. But now I got to get all those alligator stones, and then I'm going, yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, it's wrong.
It's a lot of work. And then, because you got to do an LFR.
Mm-hmm.
Because no raid team right now is even doing High Maw. So it's
Unless they're doing it on like Mythic.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, no. And then okay, so I've been playing Borderlands 2 quite a lot. Because you gotta play a game that's X years old. Now, I wanted to shoot something in the face one day, and what better than Borderlands really to do it?
True. You won't get arrested for that, so that's good.
No, you really won't. And in Fallout, I got to a really hard part, and I got frustrated too easy. So I went to Borderlands and went, yeah, I'll shoot this stuff in the face for a while. And my Siren has beat most of the DLC, or so I thought. And so me and Mew, who's playing with this, we put it onto Vault Hunter mode, which is the yay, I beat the game, now give me better XP, because this 4 XP a kill ain't doing it for me anymore. And turns out there are entire zones we never went to in the first.
Oh gosh.
Entire areas, and we were looking through it, and we're like, oh man, and we skipped this DLC. Oh man. Oh, jeez, I don't know that we're ready for this sort of commitment in our gaming time.
Yeah, there's a lot of DLC.
Yeah, there's a ton, and then you go to the pre-sequel, it's like, oh, well then, thanks for that. So Borderlands 2 is pretty much where it's at, and all this, you already went through rating, so, you know, yay me, I'm there too, got my 4-piece. Let me see, Diablo did some great cosmetic stuff. You can get these fairy butterfly wings that are, oh my god, they're full of stars. And if somebody else is wearing them, if you run around, the pattern in the background actually changes to your perspective. And
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, so Lear and I from our raid group, he got a pair already. And so I'm running around in circles. He's like, what are you? I'm like, it's so pretty. It's so sparkly. He's like, oh yeah, are these rare? I'm like, extremely. He's like, oh. Well, yay me.
Yeah, that's Leary. It's like, there's a 1 in 100,000 chance. Oh, look, I got it first try.
He got that first try in a pet, and I'm just like, you know what?
Larry, we love you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't close a portal on his face, so that's always good.
Good, all right.
At least not this season.
Not this season. Not last season either.
Yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yet. Yeah. Oh,
and
speaking of pets, Ludra, don't forget, pets collect gold. So make sure you get your little non-combat pet out if you don't have it.
I know. I've got this little undead doggy running around going, here's your 7 million gold, master. And I'm like, yeah.
Sweet.
I know. It's really cool.
Good dog.
Awesome dog. Best set of bones ever because it's just a skeleton. And then finally what I've been doing is playing Hex. TCG, they just released set 4, and it was like the nicest freaking launch I've ever been a part of.
Really?
Like, yeah, you could log in. You could play the game.
Whoa, what's that like?
It was magical. I was sitting there going, wow. Okay, so I broke the game first, but then I got in, and it was like, wow.
Oh, that's why they invited you.
That is exactly why. And it's on Steam now, so anybody who wants to check it out, it's right there in Steam. And they had that launch too, yeah. So other than that, I've been battle petting with Ben over there because he's really nifty for that, and he said I'm the Joker. Battle pets number 85. Yes, the big 85. Check it out.
Nice.
Yep.
More
Onward to our
on that later.
Yeah. Onward to our guest, Ben.
Yes.
What have you been up to in games?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff.
That we did not go through already, as we are all on your raid team.
Well, see, that's the great thing is that there's more to me than just raiding.
Yes.
Like.
There's your sparkling personality.
No, I don't have one of those.
There's your nifty hat.
Oh yeah, nifty hat.
Your insanely hot girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I do have her. Very happy
that.
with that.
Yes.
But what I will say though is that the reason that Eludra is the Joker is because I had recently finished Batman Arkham Knight. I got it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It was, got a really good deal at Target, so I'm like, why not? So I've been playing it on the PS4 and went through, and I had a blast with that game. I mean, I played the first 2 Arkham games, really enjoyed them and everything. I wish there was less Batmobile tank mode, but the game itself is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. If you've been playing the other Arkham games, it's got a really good story to it that ties in some very popular and very well-written comic storylines. So it kind of ties them up in its own little way and everything, but I really enjoyed it. Other than that, not to be like too self-promotionally or anything, but I've been playing some Mass Effect because it is the greatest game series in the world. But I've been actually streaming it because on Twitter, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, it kind of came up and I'm like, man, I really need to play through that again. And if I'm going to play through the entire series again, it's going to be, for everybody to see who just hasn't played it. And I'm letting Twitter decide how I make certain choices. They decided that I'm
Renegade.
going through as Renegade, which is so far from what I normally do.
I voted in this and had no idea what I was voting
Yeah.
for.
But, I mean, the greatest thing is that I'm playing and I'm doing the Renegade choices. I'm like, okay, cool, well, whatever. And then like an option comes up like help them, forget about it, shoot them, and I'm like, okay, so I just bam, shoot him right in the face, and I'm like, well, never have to deal with that guy again. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying anyway, right? So
Yes.
win-win.
So many weird things pop up that I'm just not used to, and I'm like, constantly bullying people for more money and stuff. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel horrible about myself, but at the same time, it's like really funny because like my headcanon for Mass Effect has Shepard, like she's this paragon, this great person going through doing all these good works and everything like that. Meanwhile, here's other like evil universe Shepard,
The
and
evil
she's just
version.
just destroying lives everywhere she goes. But I'm having a ton of fun.
Goatee?
Surprising. You know what? If you could put an option for a goatee on her for that, I totally would, because evil Shepard makes sense. But
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun with that. I just cleared up Navaria, which I died a lot there because it's a cover-based shooter, and I wasn't taking cover. Who'd have thought? But
I don't do that either. It's part of the problem I've been having with my siren. I keep running in front of everything, and I'm like, maybe I should stand back and snipe for a while.
you don't need to do that. That's not important. But
No, never.
yeah, so I've been doing that, having a lot of fun, and been doing some stuff in WoW, not having to do with raiding. But I figured that's something that we'll get to in a little bit.
Yes.
Sounds good.
We will get to that in a little bit, because that is our job. And I declare a little bit to be now. So let's go into the news and all that newsy stuff.
AIE News.
I just like the
AIE
little bell.
newsy stuff. I know.
All right. Have you ever thought about being a writer, or even wondered how articles are posted on our website? Well, wonder no more. The AIE Guild community has decided to open up the floodgates and let general membership submit articles for the community website. To help moderate the flow and content of information, the AIE GC has also established a new editorial staff to review the articles incoming. We have a great write-up on the AIE Wiki with information on our policies for your submitted articles. Keltane has started a discussion around BlizzCon 2016 on the forums, asking who's going and how their experience with Universe was for trying to get tickets. From what I hear, kind of crazy.
No, actually, the scalpers got quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I know a couple of people who got some. I was really surprised who didn't, man, because a lot of my friends usually get them, and so far it seems like a very small fraction of people who wanted tickets got them.
Yeah,
It definitely seems like a lot less people that we know did as well.
I'm only lucky enough because I had friends who had 2 extra tickets.
Wonderful.
That's the only reason I wasn't able to get them from Universe itself.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I'll be there.
Woohoo!
Yes, I'll be there without a ticket, because forget it.
We're in talks. It's tentative from
They've
what I
got
hear.
to negotiate, you guys. They've got to negotiate with the kitchen if they can leave it, because it has issues with all the baking Miguel does.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I don't.
All right. It's bad. It's really bad. All right, well, looking to meet folks in real life and see what activities the Guild has planned? Make sure you check out the Guild group on meetup.com. You can find it at www.meetup.com/AliaActaast. I know there's a few events out there already for the World of Warcraft movie on May 10th, and I guess we should probably get our bumming gear here in Phoenix and plan one ourselves.
Probably a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which the Guild kitchen will be busy for, because I'll make sure I bake.
Yeah. All right. Robot check.
You're good.
You're not a robot.
Very good.
Darn it! I want to be a robot. No. Speaking of
Star Wars.
speaking of
Spreadsheets are
events,
my brains.
How about several in-game events? Thugs is looking for folks to help out with garrison invasions, with the purpose of collecting the garrison boss tokens so he can hold a garrison boss beatdown. The tentative date is June 4th at 8 p.m. server, so we need folks to get invaded and collect the albeit rare garrison boss tokens. All info is on Thugs posts on the forums. Are you an engineer? Do you know how to build the geosynchronous world spinner and or the depleted Kyperium rocket? If you have recipes in the mats, Fracta would rather pay a guildie for the items. Please check out the forum thread below and contact Fracta in-game to make sure it's not already been fulfilled by one of our awesome guildies.
Because
we have awesome guildies.
Yeah, we really do. All right, so let me just stretch out here. All right, so AIE and our new alliance, Blades of Grass, successfully attacked and conquered one of the most prized areas of New Eden. Guys, that's in Eve, just in case. The 2GTHR together in Branch. AIE and its allies have joined forces with the Money Badger Coalition to attack and destroy the Imperium and its allies. Guys, what I just said, that was a lot of words.
It was.
CCP Games has released their latest expansion cinematic trailer during the EVE FanFest keynote presentation, and it features the new ability for players to build castles in space. These are, of course, called citadels because that fits with the theme better than castles in space.
Yes.
These citadels can be built anywhere in space. Like, space is big, so you really have all the room you want. And they will be completely player-built and controlled. In addition, a new capital-size Force Auxiliary ship will be made available for the large ship field support. The most important feature of this new Citadel structure is that they will be 100% distractible, forcing players to defend their castles from enemy attack and making you think twice before you jump bits of space, like AIE seems very fond of doing. So pick your homes carefully, folks.
Yep, and you should see the space. You should see the space moats. Anyway.
hey, do they have space gators or gators with little fish bowls around their heads?
Oh, totally.
Yes.
Like little jetpacks just on their backs, just flying around.
And in SOTOR news, speaking of SOTOR, Tetsumi got an actual Ultra Saber for his birthday, and there will be a lightsaber fight in our house on Wednesday, I've been told by our child. Anyway, in SOTOR news, Maxima and EPC 140 go the producer's letter from Ben Irving in depth on Escape Pod 140, available at twitch.tv.newworldofoverlords or wherever fine podcasts are posted. And speaking of May the 4th, in celebration of May the 4th, SOTOR has released Chapter 1 of the Knights of the Fallen Empire for free until May 30th as a trial so you can get your feet wet in the new Knights of the Fallen Empire storyline. This includes a free level 60 character so you can confront the Eternal Emperor and, of course, save the galaxy.
Because it always needs saving, especially from like Theris.
That's back to Eve.
Yeah, wrong game. My bad.
By the way, spoilers, if you want to play the Jedi Knight storyline, realize that you're going to be going around and saving the Republic's weapon programs that they left unguarded or underguarded. That's your whole storyline, 1 to 60. Oh, we lost another weapons program on this planet. Can you go get it back for us? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Huh. That sounds so compelling. I'm so excited to be there.
The little Tauntaun pet. Leave it alone.
Yes.
Oh, well, there's a Tauntaun pet involved.
Right?
Well,
And the Tauntaun mount.
look, Tauntauns are enough to draw some people into doing almost anything.
Tell her to stay away from the Tauntaun, okay?
I'm not telling her that.
That's why I don't trust Rich who comes to our house. I expect that Tauntaun to go missing.
Oh, man, guys. Drama over in Arizona. Moving on to Eorzea.
Really? we have a really cool Tauntaun, and Nevermore keeps threatening to steal it.
Well,
That's
if it
all.
goes missing, you know where it is.
Yep. Anyways.
Short list. All right, so speaking of Eorzea and really bad segues, if you love chocobos as much as you love tauntauns, you're in for a treat. So if you've been wanting to take a look at the upcoming content for Final Fantasy XIV Shiv R, Captain Placeholder put up a forum post about the recent Q&A panel at PAX East about the new Palace of the Dead, and it's it starts you off at level 1, and you will get new levels added to it in future updates. You can also play solo or in groups, and save, which really I should not have done finger quotes as I'm not even on camera. So that literally helped no one in my... Okay, but you can save on floors where you will respawn if you die.
Yep.
I covered you. Don't worry.
Yes, thank you, Ben. See, Ben knows.
That's right.
Everybody else was too busy giggling.
He's professionally trained in Eludra babble.
Oh, he really is.
Can we just call this show all of Eludra's co-hosts in one place?
Oh my gosh, it really is, and I hurt you all for being here. I have no idea how awesome this is for me.
Throw that at the bottom for a show title. All right. And, that other game we're in that involves space, Star Trek Online, because everything
space is big!
It is.
You know, one day Star Wars and Star Trek are going to crash into Eve, and they're not going to know what to do, but the Romulans are all like, I got this.
And then there's the Death Star. Anyways.
That's right.
All the Death Stars.
All right. Captain Sybil's synopsis of the Star Trek Online news for the week ending May 1st, 2016. Speaking of which, it's a new month, and we forgot to send out raid invites. We'll fix that after the show. All right. It's the third week of Season 11.5 with the third round of rewards for playing the featured episode Temporal Front. Complete the episode to complete your personal Nakul Temporal Operative Ground Combat Armor and Weapon Set. There's an ongoing 15% off Zen sale from April 28th, 2016 until May 2nd, 2016. Captains will earn an extra 15% bonus Zen in addition to the sale prices. Now, what do you do with all that newly purchased Zen, you might ask? Why not take advantage of the simultaneous 20% off Starship sale? Have you been eyeing that new Tier 6 Dreadnought attack ship or science carrier? Now's the perfect time to buy it. But that's not all. A tech upgrade weekend. Still striving to get the greatest performance out of your equipment? Now is the time to act. This weekend will be the perfect time to apply tech upgrades to your gear, as all technology points earned from each one applied will be doubled. Yes, you heard me, doubled.
And another Temporal Front backstory has been released. It was a well-written third-person account of the lecture of students of the temporal mechanics in the 29th Century Academy classroom with an unexpected turn of events, because it always are. The lecture documents a nicely simplified description of time streams and disruptions. Also, an inquisitive student makes a startling discovery during his time stream homework session. You're going to have to read this to believe it.
I believe it probably involved tachyons.
Probably. Lastly, a number of UI and player quality of life improvements, too numerous to mention, were released as well. For a complete list of these, as well as Season 11.5 scenario listings, please visit the Star Trek Online website, which is, cleverly, StarTrekOnline.com. For the status of AIE's Classes Fleet ship base, all fleet mates are encouraged to check into the Fleet Holdings tab of the Fleet in-game menu. Contributions of material and personnel are always requested to assist building up the base and Fleet Holdings to their fullest potential. Further news, patch notes, forum, commentary, etc. are always available at Star Trek Online. Players are encouraged to check back regularly. And as always, Sybil, thank you so much for your updates.
Sybil rocks.
Yes, she does.
Okay, so now on to the nomads in the Imperium, whatever that word is. No, I know what it is, but I'm being difficult. So, are you looking for early access beta keys to try out Overwatch in open beta? Folks that have pre-ordered the game are receiving their early access keys and a key for a friend. AIE guildies have been posting them on the forum thread with their keys and discussing when and if a clan system gets into the game, how AIE is going to get in there, and how to join. So, keep your eye up. Keep your eye on the forums, kids. All right, so Appalachian has also started a discussion around Season 6 of Diablo 3, something I touched on a little bit. We have a community, Alea Iacta Est, and several clans in the game as well. Yes, big community of AIE is already in there. Join the discussion on the forums and or find us in-game. If you are into mobile games, Nash is looking to see if anyone is playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you are, hey, guess where you get to go to talk to him? It's not this podcast. Yes, it's the forums.
What?
All right.
Yay!
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And with that, we are done with the news and can now focus on Ben, the mage, who is not a mage.
Not the mage.
Who is in fact a healer. Ben, everyone is now staring at you. Go.
Well, time's up, really.
No, it's not? Okay. You want to go to Cheetos?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Right?
So I'm on the show because, you know, Alea Iacta Est, we jump around and, you know, have a bunch of different games that we play in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gosh, we covered news for most of them right now. But one of the absolute great things is that AIE started out in World of Warcraft. And guess what? Now is the absolute perfect time to get back into World of Warcraft if you left. I know that there's been kind of a little content drought here and there, but you know what? We have an expansion that's been announced. It's coming August 30th. So what do you do in the meantime? I mean, Aludra, you and I, we talked about, you know, something really cool that happened to, you know, say, like, termed accounts and everything like that. Do you remember exactly what it was?
Yeah, I do, actually. If you have, like, the basic Battle Chest vanilla account, like, the most basic account, and you haven't purchased any expansions, it's already been updated to, what was it?
Warlords of Draenor!
Yeah, they updated, I was going to say they updated, it's already been updated the previous one, but they sent out an email. If your account's in good standing, and you have not been playing for a while, they probably emailed you to let you know you get a free 7 days, and Warlords of Draenor for free. For free!
For free. How much does that cost? It's free.
Yeah, it's free for you, and you get the boost.
Yeah, that's the most amazing
thing. Use it. Make sure you use it before the new expansion comes out, like Ben said, August 30th. So there we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, no question for you. Have any of you ordered collector's editions or anything like that? Because I know Ben, you're into collector's editions. So I know Tet usually does.
Yeah, personally, I'm going to be getting the collector's edition. That's one of the reasons why I haven't actually, you know, pre-ordered digitally the digital collectors or whatever they call it these days, like the digital deluxe. Right. Just because I really like having that soundtrack on day one, as well as like the art book and everything like that. So I'll be getting that eventually. But in the meantime, I'm actually really looking forward to Legion and what's going to be coming with it.
I'm looking forward to Legion getting out of Alpha, and I really hope it does that before August 30th.
Yeah.
Because that would be great. I think a lot of podcasters, I guess, would feel a lot better about reporting on Alpha news once it's in beta. Yeah. But I'm probably going to go digital collectors because I live in a tiny apartment.
Right.
And there's just not room for... I mean, you're like, oh my gosh, it's one little box. Yeah, but if you stack up all of the collector's edition boxes, that's like, we're getting to my desk now. Okay, like literally the height of my desk.
Right.
And if you're getting more than one copy, like we are in our house, there's a lot of collector's editions just floating around the entire apartment.
Ben is going to build a desk out of collector's editions.
There we go.
Collector's edition fort.
There you go.
Ben, I need you to bring your collector's editions over here for the World of Warcraft movie party.
Yeah, we're good.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good.
And
We're
then we
good.
could add them to ours, and we could like make actually our own replica of Orgrimmar.
There
You know,
you
they-
go.
That
They did
actually
that
is
with-
tempting.
I think they did that like at the Blizzard. I saw this photograph that they did that at Blizzard with Stormwind. Like they took the cardboard
Or Stormwind.
and they wrote Stormwind on their cardboard literal castle and taped it to some tables. So there we
Yep.
go.
That works.
Stormwind's in SoCal and Orgrimmar is properly
Phoenix.
in Phoenix, Arizona. That works so well.
It works because we do have a good bulk of guildies in both places.
No, it works because you guys live in a barren, lifeless desert with no lumber to be found.
Yeah.
And yet
We-
somehow we have more water than you do.
That's because we keep stealing water from other states to make our barren, lifeless desert
Not
look like
unlike
green.
the Alliance. Nice.
The Colorado River is ours. Get your hands off.
That's right.
No, mine.
By the way,
Yeah.
By the way, just a point. I know, Ben, you typically get your physical collector's editions from GameStop, right?
Usually.
Okay. If you are a Prime member and you happen to order from Amazon the physical collector's edition, it does fall under the Prime physical game for video games, and you get $18 off the collector's edition if you go through Amazon and have Prime. So just depending on how you want to spend your money, who you want to support, just throwing it out there.
And how long you want to wait for your game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ben can show up to Amazon at midnight and knock on the window and go, hello.
Well,
When we
this
have
is true.
Amazon locations here, he could do it.
The
Yeah.
thing is, though, is that I found out that there's actually a potential blackout vacation date happening at work on that day.
Oh my
of
gosh,
course.
really?
Not going to matter too much to me. So we'll-
Yeah.
Why did Caesari do that? That was evil of her.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was more
nothing to do
evil
with her.
than I am prepared to do, and I'm the Joker and Thor. So,
You're
No, I don't want to know. I'll listen to Battle Pets and find out.
good idea.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Joker, yeah, Thor, no.
So
Okay.
Okay. One of the big reasons why I say that it's actually the perfect time to get back into game is not because you get a potential free level boost or an upgraded account if you haven't been playing for a while. It's the fact that right now we have a specific date that's set for when the next expansion is going to be happening, which means that maybe a month, maybe two, who knows? There's going to be a pre-expansion event happening as well. So in this dwindling amount of time before the expansion, now's the time to get in there and do all the things that you need to do for catch up or to get off your bucket list and things like that.
Mhm.
I mean, there's some really new things going into the expansion, like the new transmog system. So I know some people are actually taking time right now and going and collecting all the different tier sets or any other piece of transmog gear that they can think of, to kind of get it ready for when the expansion hits. Personally, I am actually tempted to actually do fishing and get a level 3 fishing shack and get a couple pets out of there that I haven't gotten yet.
I did it.
Yeah,
That requires fishing.
it's tough. But
Oh, yeah, but when you're just listening to a podcast or something, maybe this one, it really flies by.
it does.
I still don't
Or
have a
Battle
Strider.
Pets. Or Battle Pets. Or
Or Battle Pets, or
Table. Or
Utopia,
There's
yes.
a lot we can talk about.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, there really is.
yeah, like something that I started doing actually just this weekend because it's Darkmoon Fair weekend is I went to the Darkmoon Isle, rode the carousel, got the rep buff, and now I'm farming Emperor Shao Hao rep because I still don't have that.
Oh, I gotta go back and do
100,000
that.
Yeah, that one mount. I now have 100,000 timeless coins, but I don't have the rep for it. I'm about halfway through Revered or so. So it's a long slog, but you know what? Again, put on a podcast or if you have a second screen, Netflix or something like that, just kind of do that and get your busy work out of the
there.
way.
And
Yeah.
Animaniacs are on Netflix right now. Really, guys, go nuts. That's not a bad idea, actually. What I did is I went and I did the Alliance character, and I did Shadow Moon Valley. Shadow Moon Valley Alliance side is freaking awesome.
Oh my gosh, that end cinematic
Oh
for
my
the story and
God.
stuff. So cool. So cool.
That was so great. It was totally worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, orcs, but there's something to be said about stout walls made of stone versus hides on a stick. I mean, I look around, and yeah, my garrison for Horde side, it's still all Christmas stuff, just like Tetsemi's is.
Yeah,
and
mine is.
Yep.
yeah, because it's great, and it's winter, and you might as well have some freaking cheer on the landscape. But they only have 2 entrances in theirs, and it's not, again, it is not hides on a stick. I love you, orcs, but the rest of you Horde races need to stand up for yourselves. Okay, it doesn't all need to be hides on a stick. Even Taurens are like, this is not how you do it, and we live in hides on sticks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
they live in tents and yurts and teepees and stuff, and they're like, no, you did this so wrong. I can just every time I see a Tauren, I just expect them to facepalm and shake their shaggy heads and walk away from the walls because they're so pathetic.
Yeah.
Now, Ted, I know that you usually have a plan with everything that you're doing, whether it's in a spreadsheet form or on a list or, something like that. You've got it planned out and everything. I know that you're spending time in Star Wars right now, but what is on your bucket list in order to be prepared for Legion?
Honestly, just once we kill Archimon, the only thing I have left to get ready is I'm saving up salvage crates on all my tunes. So I've leveled all my tunes to 100 except for my Warlock. That's waiting on the boost from the Collector's Edition. And I have all my garrisons up to level 3, got the level 3 salvage yard on all the tunes. And so I just log in, run the garrison mission every couple of days, basically run the table, and collect the salvage crates. I went through and got the transmog outfits complete out of the salvage crates for that class, and then once I do that, I'm saving it up. There's still, I think my druid, I'm still working on half the set, so I'm actually opening those salvage boxes, but the rest, I think at last I checked I had 300 on Tet alone, and then I've got that saved across so that come, whenever they release the transmog and say go for it, we're going to have a box opening party, and we're just going to sit there and we can sit there and...
Can I go? Because I have a million boxes to open, too. I've been doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just...
Yeah, no,
what
absolutely. I'm going to have a big old garrison party, and we're just going to sit there in the little salvage yard and see how many people we can get in the salvage yard and open up boxes.
Okay.
Honestly,
this is what we're going to be doing instead of leveling, guys, on day 1. We're all going to be in Tetsemi's garrison, and we're all going to be opening, and we're going to be waiting for the areas to clear out because we all remember what it was like the first day of Warlords.
And also that way any of the officers that are around can be focus on invites into the guild while opening boxes.
Yeah, and McCullough, I think you kind of mentioned it too, is that since Tetsemi's garrison is still decked out in Christmas, it's going to be perfect for that. We're just going to sit in a circle and open up boxes and do fashion show stuff like, ooh, look what I got.
And we're going to trade.
And we can wear ugly sweaters.
Oh yes, I have one.
I have several.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's... warrior and a mismatching pets.
Yeah. Honestly, if anyone remembers when you first got to Warlords and they were having all the problems with the instance garrison issues and stuff like that. That's honestly what concerns me about Warlords, is because there's no way to stress test thousands of people just sitting in an instance opening boxes and going into the new transmog system. So I fully expect that Blizzard will come up with a solution for it, but I'm kind of worried that the first note will be, yes, we realize that there's a large number of instance crashing due to the number of people opening your transmog boxes. Could you wait a week?
No, we can't wait a week. These are
I
our
know.
boxes. We've been hoarding them. They call us the Horde for a reason.
Yeah, no,
and
no, that's honestly one of my concerns about the launch. So I'm hoping that they actually launch the transmog with the
Pre-launch
event?
events.
the pre-event, yeah, the 7.0, so that we can spend some of that time not only doing the pre-event, but cleaning out our banks and getting all that stuff organized so that come launch day you can actually just go into the new content and level. If they wait and you don't get that right away, we'll see what happens.
they have a history of doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also going to be a time where it's like, okay, well, we beat Archimond months before, hopefully.
Hopefully.
So now we're going to go
grave.
and we're going to go and see the changes to our class and how it actually affects us in a raid situation or something like that too. And the whole pre-event and 7.0, that's it's such a great time to figure out what changes are happening in Legion and to see if like say your main, if it's a change that you actually still like and enjoy and be able to explore other options.
Yeah.
I'm rolling a demon hunter.
Yes, we
Of course
know.
you are.
You and everyone else.
Yes.
Now, are you still going to go with Piddle Pants?
No, it is taken on our server,
Oh.
actually. And by
Power
okay.
math?
No, some gnome mage. She's a frost mage. So he beat me to it by probably a year or so. So I guess I can't be too upset. So I've actually reserved a different name. I've got Iliandra instead,
pretty.
but it just does
Very
not
nice.
have the same oomph
Well,
as Piddle Pants.
that's just because it's Elvish for Piddle Pants.
There you
You know,
go.
it might be Elvish for Piddle Pants. I might work that into my own personal lore.
Or one
you
who
know,
piddles or something,
Yes. She who piddles.
Causes the laundress much work.
Yeah. No, but that's something I'm looking forward to in Legion is how they're going to deal with all the like on the Demon Hunters, all the tattooed artwork and the colors and the blind,
they've already
different looks
split
for
it.
the blindfolds. So
They've already split the. It used to be that each tattoo had a specific color assigned to it. So
Yeah.
if you wanted this tattoo, you had to be okay with lime green. And if you wanted
Right.
that tattoo, you had to be okay with just black. It
Yeah.
didn't even glow. It was just black. And now they've split it to where you can get that tattoo in purple. And it's like,
Oh,
ooh.
cool.
Yeah. And a lot of the eye masks you get for default, it's kind of like a night elf face paint. They are really pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of the Demon Hunter choices and everything like that are just, it's a lot of fun. And
It is.
the sad thing about the tattoos is that it makes me not want to wear any chest armor.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really a problem. You really want to wear this is the class they wanted you to go, okay, well, you guys said you didn't want metal bikinis, so we're going to give you this cool-looking class, but then you're not going to be able to see them. Because,
Exactly.
yeah. So we're all going to be mogging into metal bikinis and stuff just because,
Anyway.
yeah.
By the way, they just in this build of the alpha did introduce the ability to hide your shoulders in the UI. So
I'm so happy about that.
Oh, I am so thrilled, man. There's nothing like taking a selfie picture and having your shoulder clip right through your big Pandaren head.
now that is a good use for it, Eludra. I had not thought of that because for those that don't play World of Warcraft or know, the shoulders are the iconic piece out of the tier set or the
Football
set that
players
typically
don't
everyone
have
goes
this
around.
sort of protection, dude. Football players,
I
and
know.
they need it.
Yeah,
I know,
but
and there are
Hey,
certain
just
classes
standing in the
that,
back.
yeah, and there are certain classes where large shoulders look kind of ridiculous. I mean, you put large shoulders on a Tauren warrior, and it's like, good lord, this that's the tank right there. Tone it down a bit. But
No, that's our
that's
healer.
I know. those sort of changes are what I'm looking forward to seeing how they happen in Legion.
Yeah, and I mean the funny thing is about the shoulders. It's you're right. The shoulders are usually what shoot fireworks off or have mouths that open and close and stuff. They're starting to do some of that. At least I noticed with the mages, with like the headpiece as well. And that's something that you've been able to hide since the dawn of time.
For a while.
So it really goes towards Blizzard listening to the community and understanding it's like, oh, we want to be able to really customize our character. So, hopefully maybe with Demon Hunters, you can have an option to hide the chest.
That would be
something I've really been... Oh, sorry, Ted.
No, I just said that would be interesting if you could hide the chest armor on a Demon Hunter.
That might not be a bad idea.
Something I've really noticed, though, that has been driving me and Thrax crazy over here is he noticed that with Cataclysm and since then, rogues kind of glow.
Yeah.
And
it's been glowing for a while, yeah.
They have spotlights.
It's been killing him. He's like, I'm a rogue. I want to hide in the shadows. Instead, I've got a neon beer sign strapped to my back going, look at me, folks. I'm like, well, that one's not so bad. He's like, yeah, the fog machine. That's just great. I'm a fog machine.
Yeah.
Then you're making your own fog. It's fine.
Yeah. He's like, yes, but you're going to look for the source of the fog immediately.
Well, unless you think it's a ghost. There might be mobs that
screaming.
like, ghost, and just run.
No, but the whole turning rogues. The whole turning rogues into pirates. Oh my gosh, that is
he
such
looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody I know is. It's so great.
It's pretty cool. I mean, the idea that it's like, well, we have 3 specs. Let's really make them different. I mean, it's good news.
That is really good.
Yeah,
I like
I
how they're
agree.
adding a lot more character. I'm in the alpha. I don't know if anybody besides Ben is.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm totally in the alpha. I do not exercise my alpha rights as much as I should because they took my pets. But anyways, dude, they need to give you like a starter pack of 10 25s and just let you go. But
There you go.
Seriously, though, the way they have made the classes distinct, again, really feels great. Like, they've been all being mushed together so much where all mages are just spammed the one button and occasionally hit another one. And now it's like, oh no, totally different rotations for everybody. Enjoy that. Even though we've took a lot of stuff out, you feel like you're playing a fire mage versus a frost mage, and
And I mean, those things are what's most important, especially for just the pure damage classes like hunters.
Really are.
I mean, hunters, Beastmaster, big focus is a pet. Marksman, your big focus is, arrows and stuff. Survival, you have a spear.
Right.
It still just blows my mind, the thought of that.
Yeah, you have a spear in survival now. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's like walking up to the mob. What's up? Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a hunter. Boom! And I'm not wrong this time. It's flashbacks, all those terrible hunters that you knew and loathed to bring with you, but you needed that extra warm body back in the day. And now they're back, but they're right. And okay, the biggest injustice though is gladiator warriors are gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed.
That was I've had such a blast playing mine. She was my first alt to level.
Once I got to 100, I honestly have not touched Fury or Arms for my DPS spec. I would do tank, protection, and then do gladiator. So what I'm hoping is that they'll go the druid route maybe next expansion or midway through this expansion and bring that back as a 4th spec, or
I'm hoping
somehow find a way to bring it back as a talent or something that they can do, because I like the iconic sword and board style of fighting.
Yeah, and to be smashing in faces with your sword and board. Seriously,
that's why you're playing a warrior.
It has been so much freaking fun. And little known fact, my warrior character, she was my first ever toon I ever rolled.
Really?
Nice.
Yes, my first. She lives, and she's now on Earthen Ring. She was a night elf, but she got better.
Oh, hey, you actually triggered a thought. For those of you that used your boost to 90, what did you guys use them on?
I use mine on a druid that I'd never play.
Is that the one sitting at 92?
No, I actually I leveled him up to 100. So Surf, I'm sorry, no, that's his crab pet. Turf, he is level 100. He's a feral cat. I took him through Firelands and then saved the lockout right before Rag, so I can pick up those seeds and be the fire kitty.
Right.
So that's essentially what he does. He hangs out in his garrison as a fire kitty, and yeah, that's it.
He keeps everybody warm.
Yeah, there you go.
Heater.
Exactly. It's Frostfire Ridge. He's the fire sitting in the frost.
the fire in the crossfire.
Fire to Frostfire. I like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Makilla?
I honestly have been playing so little, and I'm just looking forward to the new expansion so I can play again, because I have very limited time to play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like,
So you anything?
not yet. No, I have my 90 sitting there.
You need
Oh,
to
you
do
need
this.
to.
I'm probably gonna do the. I kind of want the crazy shadow priest
Yeah.
because
Do it.
I like the idea of a Cthulhu type priest.
And
So
it's
that's
There you
probably what I'm
go.
gonna do.
very, very super important. PSA for everybody listening. If you haven't used your 90, do it before
Do it.
you get the code for Legion, because that 90 will be wiped out and you only get 100
Yep.
boost.
Yeah.
So if you want to boost 2 different classes, make sure you use your 90.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
I
for
thi-
me. No,
yeah, that's
go
where I
ahead.
think I'm gonna go, because they made a shadow priest who has insanity as their so I kind of need that, for
You
God's
need
sake.
stacks of insanity, yeah, or stacks, or to
Right.
get rid of them, depending on what you're trying to do. It's
Right.
It's pretty neat. It's
Mhm.
pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and, they basically said, here's a Lovecraftian character, go for it. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Good call. Good call. Ludra, what did you boost?
Well, you might not know this about me, but I have this warrior, and she was my first ever WoW tune. But no matter how much I played her, I could not get her out of vanilla content. Like,
Yeah,
so
it's tough.
I had to boost her because I just knew. I knew that if I got her gladiator stance, that would be it. That would
Right.
just be it. And she, dude, I rolled her in like 2007. She totally deserved to be the one I boosted. It's
Yeah.
like no contest. Even with Raid Finder and stuff, I just kind of log on and you just kind of get this feeling of, I want to level you. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to
Yeah.
do this. So yeah, I used it on her and completely fell in love with her again, because like I said, I knew I just needed Gladiator. I just knew. So I did Fury, ran around before there was Flight, got her leveled, and then was like, oh, I was so right. That made the world of difference. She's been a blast all freaking expansion.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And you,
then-
Tets?
Yeah.
That would be a problem. I don't remember which one out of the 10 I actually boosted.
It was your Alliance tune, honey. It was, I think it may have, was it your Hunter? I know it was
No.
Alliance.
So I had, the only one I have 100 is my Warrior. So did I use the 90 on it?
I think so.
I must have. Yeah, because I have a level 100 Warrior on the Alliance side as well. I think I did use the 90 on that because
I'm
I
sure it
had.
was.
Yeah, God, that shows you how many characters I've played. I think I boosted it because I am taking other tunes through the Alliance leveling stuff since it changed from... No, because you know what? I took my Warrior through Darkshore and all that.
Okay.
Well, then maybe you boosted after you went there?
I'm trying to think because I remember doing Hellfire. I did... You know what? I got into Northrend, and I bet I boosted him out of Northrend.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I know, which would be weird.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to remember. No, I swear. No, I had to have used it on one of my other tunes on my Horde side because I remember doing Northrend and going through all that content as well
Okay.
on to see the Alliance story. That was the whole point of that tune. No, it wasn't monk because I was using the monk experience to boost the monk up each day. I honestly don't remember which tune. You know what I'd have to do? I'd have to go look at their reputations and find out which one doesn't have Outland reputations, and that way I'd know. Because I took all my tunes through to 58, went to Outland, got to 68, went to Howling Fjord,
Good choice.
got to 80, I think I did Hyjal from 80 to 84 and a half, and may have stepped foot in Deep Home to 85. Went to Pandaria. I can do Pandaria. I can do Jade Forest from 85 to 90 in Jade Forest, and then you head into Pandaria from there. So, honestly, leveling a tune versus using the boost, especially with the improved leveling process, isn't bad if you're doing it for an alt. By the 10th time you're doing it, yeah, it can be a little boring.
Yeah, just a little.
But like one thing, if you boost, you miss Stone Talon, and on the Horde side, that Stone Talon storyline, that is the only sane time I have seen Garrosh Hellscream is at the end of Stone Talon. His reaction to what happens in Stone Talon, I won't spoil it for those that haven't gone through it. His reaction to it, I'm like, okay, now if they had gone with that Garrosh Hellscream through the rest of the expansion, I realized there wouldn't have been the Mist and Pandaria conflicts, but he would have been a much better war chief.
See, I will spoil it. He baked a cake.
Ooh, cake.
Oh, wait, what kind of cake now? Because I think he would totally mess up something like...
No, he did a confetti cake.
Okay, from scratch or a box? Because I feel like
well, it's
from
garage.
scratch would not be
No, he did a box.
Yeah, it has to be a box.
It was good. The frosting was a little on the sweet side, but I mean it was good.
Yeah,
Best quest in Stone Talon.
Okay. I'm just making sure because again, I don't think scratch would be their strong suit.
No.
No.
And that's
Destroying
very
things
important.
and making them.
Says the one who's always in the guild kitchen. She
Right.
would
Right.
know. She's got the profile on bakers, guys. So
She does.
we know.
And I do make my confetti cake from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
With
All
real
right,
confetti.
so I have one question. Aludra, you said you and Ben are both in the alpha. Have either of you gone into the Mage Guild Hall
Yes.
and read the book on Felmalorn?
What I have
have
done
not
is
yet.
I have gone to the mage hall and jumped out the window that they stupidly left open. And down there is this whole dev playground. There's an island shaped like a Ritz cracker, and there's some boats, and there's some fell evilness over there, and the water changes textures, and it's really great, and there's no way to get back up, so you got to teleport back. Now, I've been able to do that even up to the previous, not the most recent build. So, I'm hoping this makes it to live, or that they put a little memorial plaque, either saying Aludra or Cashew, because that's what I named my Draenei, because her little horns look like cashews, and the Cashew Memorial window.
Or they
There
just
you
put
go.
a board over it, just like, slatted across.
I
Just
would
says
love
keep
that.
out.
Or one of those flashing lights that they put everywhere in the office saying, danger zone.
You're under
No
construction.
blink zone.
Yeah.
No, I don't blink.
No, but-
I run to the window and jump out. That's
Yeah.
it.
You lemming it. No, but there's a book in there, and they actually posted this on MMO Champion because I wanted to read through it because I know I'm not going to get to the Fire Mage right away. But the backstory for that sword is amazing, and if they do that level of detail for all the weapons and that sort of stuff, that's what I'm looking forward to in Legion, is just the different artifacts and the stories that go along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's those sort of little things that I save for live. Like
right.
when I do quests, I skip text, the whole deal. I'm
Yeah.
just there to alpha test things and throw myself out windows, basically.
Yeah.
Those
Try to
little
break it.
tidbits,
Try to break
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. This is me actively trying to break a game, and they get some interesting notes from me, I'm sure. So, those little things, I just love and adore them, and I want to keep some magic for live, you know, because I don't want to be sick of the expansion before the expansion hits.
Oh, no,
Definitely
exactly. That's one reason why I'm actually glad I'm not in alpha.
Yeah. It's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like you want to be an alpha and you want to do a great job, and yeah, this is great for like the podcast and stuff. But on the other hand, you don't want to be sick of the game 3 months
before
before
the game comes
live.
out.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody I know who does alphas and beta tests, they all feel the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but I will say though, just to kind of close off the Legion discussion, so far all of the different artifact quests that I've played, they've all been just amazing story-driven content. So if you were worried about that, at least going into the beginning of it, because I haven't leveled 110, haven't fully upgraded anything, but just the opening quest line that you'll do for your artifact, the one that you choose, they've all just been fantastic.
Oh yeah, I've done a ton of them, like various specs for the same class, you name it, and they've all been like whoa moments, like oh my god, am I really doing this thing? Oh my gosh, I'm doing this thing.
Yeah.
It's some really great Blizzard storytelling, a lot of polish, a lot of love.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, my only concern was I love the leveling process in Warlords. If they can keep it up, that's the big part.
Yeah, exactly. And that was one of the best things of Warlords of Draenor, was the fact that the story just grabbed you and kept you entertained and just fulfilled throughout that entire leveling process. So, yeah, totally agree with you on that.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So, that'll be our show for tonight. While the chat room begins suggesting a better show title than, hey, look at all my co-hosts, we want to thank Ben for joining us. Ben, you're awesome. Love the hat. You look totally adorable.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys, whether we're recording it or not.
Yes, exactly. And that's not to say that Michaela and Tetsumi don't look adorable. Okay, because they totally do.
I look darn good in a hat, but not a baseball cap. Doesn't work on me. Tiny head.
And Tetsumi, totally adorable. So, Ben, where can people find you? Because I know I have a heck of a time tracking you down. You are just so elusive and not at all chatty.
Well, my phone number is 602. I'm just kidding. No, the best way to do it is follow me on Twitter. I am at Ben the Mage because I play a mage. I also do a couple other shows like Battle Pets with Aludra. We always have fun. There's a new episode. I do Geektopia with Alakaz and Lita. We always have fun on that. Our last episode, not exactly a downer, but we talk a lot about Alan Rickman. And then, of course, if you want more World of Warcraft stuff from me, I do a show with Reverend Don, also known as John, called Azeroth Roundtable. And if you're looking to see me die a whole lot in Mass Effect, do a search on YouTube for Ben Bumhofer, because I don't think I have an actual link yet. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I've been posting those videos there and having a lot of fun with it.
1 M, 2 Fs. Bumhofer.
Yeah.
And you're a robot.
I'm not a robot, but Tetsumi is. It's okay, though. We still love him.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, just for the show notes while we're doing this, Ben. Whoops. That is your YouTube link, and I put it in a very weird place.
Yes, you did.
Awesome.
Yes, you did.
Okay. And if you have questions or comments about our show, you can email us at podcast@aie-guild.org. You can follow us on Twitter. The show is at AIE Podcast. Aludra is, of course, at Aludra_AIE. I am at Cyberwave. And Tetsumi is at Ivory Tiger. We record live with video every other Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can join the chat room and play along with our website on the AIEPodcast.com. Our theme was composed by the amazing Andrew Allen. Follow him at Keys with Soul or visit his website, keyswithsoul.com.
And now it's time to play all of the great AIE member segments we received this week, including the AIE wrap-up by our very own Mew Cow and overly dramatic news by Hunts the Wind.
Oh, but I would.
Yes.
We're awesome. Totally professional here, guys. So,
That's right.
join us in 2 weeks. We will be talking to somebody about something they have not volunteered yet, but if they don't soon, well, then we'll just surprise you all.
Does that just mean it's going to
Exactly.
be the secret world again? Because usually they're really, secretive.
That would be
It might
really
be.
cool. Secret World has some great stuff going on, and I'd love to talk to Ratto again. Ratto, if you are listening, I miss you, bro. Okay, so until then, AIE, this has been Aludra.
This has been McCullough.
This has been Tetsemi.
And this has been the AIE Podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry about missing my cue. I was busy putting in show title suggestions.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Good
Co-host
Lord, that's a
roundup,
lot of
co-host
show titles. All right, Ben, since you are the guest, you get to pick the show title.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, normally me and Ben just go, hey, I think this is a good one. Yeah, this is great. Okay.
Well, that's why I
That's
put my two ideas under there, too. Let's see. Chronotons. I gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go with Chronotons. That's good.
So.
Good job, Ralph.
All right, I think
Nice.
Ralph wins on that
I'm getting
one.
the Sarah face, guys. It's kind of scary.
Chronotontons. All right.
Chronotons! Nice
All
wordplay.
Thank you, chat room.
Thank you, chat room. We love you
You
guys.
guys are awesome. Thank you for voting us the most interesting thing on the internet for this last hour.
That
There you
tauntaun
go.
just flew in front of my face, and now it's in the kitchen.
No, they don't have wings.
Don't eat
God is
him!
my witness. As God is my witness, I thought tauntauns could fly.
Ow! I've been doing ab workouts, honey. Don't make me laugh like that.
All right, I'm gonna kill
Awesome,
the.
guys.
All right, I'm gonna kill the broadcast.